Indeed live. I think we're using the Bluetooth here. It says use Bluetooth mic. This is pre-recorded, what we're watching. But I'm live. I'm here to chit chat, do our thing. Consider the lantern green. That's gonna pause for a second. Hold on. Okay. Botworks here. Just hang out. As soon as Botworks gets here, we'll give you 100,000 points. He should be here any second. Although some days he's kind of slow. Not gonna lie. I hope you're having a beautiful and wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. Are you guys dealing with the weather? Okay. Anybody have any disasters? Pre-recorded on the video today because the living room where we film is occupied. My son is using that room. And we don't live stream in any other room of the house. So it was either throw up some pre-recorded material and talk to you guys on the mic or not do the live stream. So I decided to show up for you guys anyway. Here I am. The voice of the positive and wise squad. Beautiful and wonderful day. We got some pre-recorded videos of the doggos there. Brandy is here today. I am doing some dog sitting, but I am upstairs away from the phone right now, so I can't see the comments. The kiddo is occupying the living room, which is where we do the live streams usually. Give me 1 sec to get downstairs, so the dog's back in. It's just way too cold outside to leave him out for any extended period of time, and I had just let him out. I don't want to give him any more than 5 minutes out there. It's like -6. So that's very cold. Hey, there's Botrix. You people that are here, I'm gonna give out 100,000 points. I hope you stuck around. Was that a million? No, it was 100,000, I think. Okay. Hello, hello. How are you today? camera going here. So you guys actually might see me today if I'm feeling brave. I might pop it on and off screen. If you're talking to me, we can still get that face reveal going. If you're talking to me, maybe I'll pop my face on the screen here. No reason I can't put my face on. But I can't live stream from the living room right now where the dogs are because my child is occupying that space. And it's too cold to kind of do really anything else in the house. We have an older home, so his room and our room are a little bit colder than the living room. The living room is where the thermostat is, so that's the room that gets moderated by how much heat is getting pumped into the house. When we first bought the house, it didn't have any insulation in the walls. It does now, but it's not awesome in this time. Like, I don't know. Valencia! Hello, hello, hello. I've got a video ninja thing right here. I'm gonna be putting up to talk to you guys in a second here. I gotta charge this phone a little bit before I can use the camera on it. There's Annie. She's Rottweiler Husky. There's Zuma. There's Shadow. Zuma again. Shadow. Zuma again. Shadow. Yeah, we've got a pre-recorded there. I am live though, and I can put my face up in a second here. I'm just charging up this other phone, so I've got this little square here that you're gonna see my face in soon. Thank you, Valencia. I can, Emmy. Hello, Emmy. How are you? So we have four dogs that we own, and we're house sitting, dog sitting for a fifth. So you'll see them here. We've got their emojis here. So there's Brandy. Or no, wait. One of these phones. I was looking at the wrong phone. We'll just have to pause it. Let's see. I am 37. Luann's dogs. Hello, Luann. Luann's got a doggo channel too, so if you guys are interested in dogs, and she's got what, four dogs? I think Luann's got four dogs. Yes. I don't remember all their names. I'm not as good as the Pity and Kitty Committee when it comes to remembering their names, but you should go check out their channel as well. The pups are doing great, but it is very cold, and so the house is cold, and so and it's Saturday, and my child is occupying the living room, so we've got some pre-recorded stuff here. I threw together a short 5-minute pre-record of the doggos. Um, it's their most recent stuff, but yeah. The four of them here, we've got Annie, Letty, Zuma, and Shadow. And then to visit us is Brandy. I'll put their emojis in there in the order that I say them. We got Zuma, Annie, Letty, Shadow, and Brandy. Zuma, Annie, Letty, Shadow, and Brandy in that order. Emmy, I do have an Instagram, and also Zuma has an Instagram. Zuma Kissed Me is her Instagram. I have other channels. I'm Spark of Pyro, or as most people call me, Pyro. Let's see, before I get carried away here, Valencia, I am subscribed to you, so thank you for coming back. Emmy, that's a cute pup in your picture. I'm subscribed to you now. Thank you for being in the chat, Emmy. Hey, before I even... Holy, Kalashosor. I always have trouble with that one. Welcome back, Kalashosor. Welcome back. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. I hope you guys didn't get struck too hard by the cold weather snap that's coming through. It definitely came through on us. We're at -6 right now. So you only know me as Spyro. Well, some people know me as Spark from video gaming, and then of course there's my government name, which most people don't call me if they're unless they know me personally. I don't know if that's a type of dinosaur. Hey, level up, level up, level up. Now that you've reached level 5, all of your levels will be worth 1,000,000 points. That's awesome. It's not as easy as you think to get to level 5. You gotta do some chatting. Yes, yes, Luann, yes. Rolling back and catching up. Um, this is a pre-recorded of the doggos. It's too cold to have my kiddo in any of the other rooms. They just don't keep the temperature like the living room does. And I don't want to force him to be in another room. So he's in the living room right now, and that's the only room that we live stream from in the house. So I've got some pre-recorded stuff up, and I'm going to be dropping a box on the screen in a second here with my face. I'm falling behind the chat. And I wanted to catch up. That phone is charging as well. How do you know what level you are? That's exclamation point level, or you can use exclamation point stats. Stats will tell you your level and your points, and exclamation point level will tell you just your level. And then exclamation point XP will tell you how close you are to getting to the next level. There's all the SAP MEP. I don't know what SAP MEP is. I'm confused. But that's okay. Yeah, I saw that. Alright, what do we think? 16%? Is that enough to run a camera? We'll find out. Oh, you laid down. That's why you hit that. Okay. A lot to level up. Not really. Every time you put a chat into the chat, it's 10 XP. So you'd be surprised how quickly you level up. Especially if you're playing the games, right? If you're using your points and stuff like that, every time you put something in the chat, it's 10 XP. So you gamble once, 10 XP. You gamble twice, another 10 XP. And then every 5 minutes that you're here, you earn 120 points. So it builds up quickly if you're using the system. It's one of those got to be in it to win it. So it is a kind of funsies thing, but it's also very informative. Basically, an exclamation point in front of a word is enough to figure something out about the dogs or to play a cute game with some points here. Okay, no audio on that. We're gonna start it up. Is this the one? Okay, yeah, that's the one. I don't know if I want it to be that big. Small is alright. Do a tiny one. What's up, guys? Chilling in the basement. He looked into the nightbot, read the fine print, and was like, nah. Hey, Luann sent a membership. Thank you, Luann. Jory got the membership. W's in the chat for Luann, and W's in the chat for Jory. All right. Thank you, Luann. You're the best. Math class. No, it's not math class. No, absolutely not. Um, it's just a lot more, maybe to remember. Maybe. Did you guys see this cool hat? Dana got me this cool hat for Christmas. So I've got it showing my YouTube channels. But I can get it to say anything that I want. And don't mind the lighting. I've got intentionally crappy lighting down here. I'm a little camera shy, so it makes me feel better about it. Let's see, should I put this up here? Put that up there. Is it gonna cover that sticker? It did cover that sticker. Okie dokie. How do I get it to uncover that sticker? Do I just put another sticker? Is that how I do that? Just put another sticker. Friendly family Remember? I feel like there's a word missing. Oh, you had to. Yes, thank you. Luann, getting a membership here. Why am I falling behind so hard today? You know what? It's because I'm looking at the phone with Prism on it, and it doesn't show me super chats or memberships or anything like that. I was just talking about that yesterday. Thank you, Luann. Using those emojis. Yes. Luann's got them from left to right there. Zuma, Annie, Letty, Letty, Zuma, Annie, Peanut Butter, Shadow, Snack, and Brandy. Getting one for herself and somebody else. That's serious OG work. You guys take notice. Okay? That's how you do it in a chat that you love. You get one for yourself and a buddy. So make sure you show Luann some love by going into her chat as well. And when you buy a membership, get one for a friend. Flick that light on for a second. They do. We have a command for that, but we don't have any. I had a dish in the fridge with some peanut butter in it that I was given to the dogs. But we ended up, or I ended up giving that dish to Shadow, and then it got thrown away. It was just like an old macaroni and cheese dish that I was putting the peanut butter in it, so I didn't have to put the spoon back into the container when I gave it to the dogs, because they don't have their own container. That's the point I'm getting to here. Normally, I have their own container just for them to get peanut butter out of. But I like to have the no salt, no sugar added peanut butter when I give it to them. Like that's what I would buy for them. And that's not the kind that we have, so I don't want to give them their own jar. The 21st? Is that tax day? As the 21st is a good day. Well, that's good to know. Yeah, show some love over to Luann's channel. Look at that, dropping knowledge over here. Oh, they love whipped cream. I say you can give your dogs pretty much anything and they won't have any issues with it. There are a few things that you shouldn't give your dogs, but I've seen them have everything. Oh, YouTube payday. Okay. Interesting. I still have not yet gotten my first payday. I think it's because I don't have a banking system set up with AdSense or whoever is doing the Google Pay. I think I've not set that up correctly or failed to set up a certain part of it. So, there's that. But as a friend of mine used to say, I think I'll smoke about it until I can fix the problem. Yes, they did send me the PIN number. I got the Google Mail with the PIN number on it. It's kept in a safe place. So the address is verified, and they said something about sending me a check. But the balance has not gone down, and I have not received a check. So it's like keeping money in the bank, essentially. I mean, I want to put it back into the channel. That's what it's for. It's supposed to get the treats for the dogs or a bag of dog food. Set up the going to the dog park thing again. Um, but yeah, I've got to figure that one out. I know I can set up direct deposit. I don't have a bank account. I had my cell phone ended up doing an automatic withdrawal, which put me overdrawn, and I didn't have a regular income in that account. So they closed it, and now I owe them money. So, yeah, direct deposit isn't going to work because they want me to fulfill my obligation of financial duty before I can have a new account. Ah, okay. Well, maybe I'll have to look further into that. I don't think they would let me use my Cash App. I have a Cash App card, and Cash App makes you verify your identity with a face. So I don't know. And there's some other card that was interested in letting me use their services. So maybe I'll look more into it. Um, but it's not a whole bunch of money either. Like I'm not getting rich. When I withdraw something, it's going to be less than 300 bucks. It'll be enough to make the channel have a little bit of stuff going on. Like I'll be able to put some gas in the car and buy them a bag of dog food and treats and a jar of peanut butter and maybe do a visit or two over at the dog park or travel a distance to do a different dog park with better commodities. So I won't be able to get a lot, but it'll be enough to push the channel to be able to do more stuff. And that's essentially what the point of it is. I want to be able to have the better content. So having the better, hardware would really be helpful for me. I just don't have the means, and 300 bucks is not enough to do it when there isn't. If I was making like 2,000 a month on the channel, it would be different. It'd be very different. But we'll get there eventually. I'm less than 5,000 subscribers, so I'm not worried about where I'm at right now. I'm glad to have set and captured the goal of being monetized within 6 months, and I'm satisfied with where the channel is. Not necessarily the growth, but it's normal for the growth to go down a little bit or to slow down after your initial, you know, couple thousand followers. So unless I put out something new, original, and different, I don't expect it to really boom, as so to say. Random prepaid card gives you a routing account number. The Cash App has a routing and account number, but I don't think Google will let me use it. Maybe I have to just look back into it. I don't know if AdSense and Google are two separate things. Are they separate things? I keep looking over here at the phone to read the comments, but I should put another thing up over here so I can read right there. Mine did. Right after I got monetized, my numbers dropped. Yeah, I don't know. My numbers dropped a little bit too. I don't know if that was because Google was going through a thing or whatever. The hat says youtube.com slash at positive and y squad, and then it says youtube.com slash at Zuma kissed me, and it says youtube.com slash at spark of pyro. Those are the three channels. Those are the ones that I have in my bio. Now that I'm looking in the same direction with the chat here, you'll be able to see more of my face interact with the camera. Yeah, Dana bought me this hat for Christmas. It's kind of cool. I can make it say whatever I want. Her idea behind getting it for me was when I live stream with Zuma out in public, that I could have it like say the thing. But I can turn it off so that it's just a regular black hat too. You know, it's pretty inconspicuous as just a regular black hat. And then when you turn it on, it gives you a little battery thing. That's the model number, and then it starts displaying it instantly. The only thing I haven't been able to change is the colors. I wanted it to just do a solid color, but it wouldn't do it for me. Yeah, it's got a little app that you connect it to. It charges with USB-C. I'm not sure where she got it from. Maybe Temu? Maybe Martin's? I don't really know. It is pretty cool though. I assume there are more advanced ones. But for what we're looking to have it do, it does what it needs to do. Answer the question directly rather than beat around the bush, which is kind of what I did. If I were to film live stream with Zuma in public, then I would wear it with it on. Um, Otherwise, so far, I have not, unless it was accidental, because the button is pretty easy to push. It's just back here, behind this headphone. But hey, yeah, you guys are in the dungeon with me. This is where I do the video game live streaming here in the dungeon. Scooch it over here so I can still hide behind the camera. Yeah, definitely the man cave. Definitely the man cave. Oh, let me see. Got the Xbox right here. I was just playing it a moment ago. Double screen. You see, I've got, when I do the video game live stream, I got the camera up here. But I do have two screens. You see on the side there, all those video games down below. And then, of course, the backdrop. But we're in the dungeon, the basement. Whoa, it does not want to snap in there. There it is. All right. I like this backdrop. This backdrop's very nice. I think I need to adjust where my camera can sit. Or maybe I should have done a sideways camera. do it, but it'll flip it. Don't get dizzy looking at my camera. The gaming, no, not really. Doesn't really do well with views. But you can't expect it to unless you pick up on it. So it's the game and the gaming live streaming is both something that I've picked up from scratch. Like before doing the live streaming with the game, I had never played the game before. They do. But a lot of it again, it's the content stuff. Like they have to be here, seeing me on camera have a reaction or something like that, you know. And once in a while, I do have my face on camera. For a long time, I didn't have a mic, and it's hard for me to be able to get the audio onto YouTube. So like once in a while, it's kind of a pain in the butt. The Pity and Kitty Committee. What's up, Kay? How's it going? Just having some coffee here with my little dad mug. We're getting hit with that -6 cold snap. I'm getting some vegan air. Oh, you guys want to hear a really cool story? There's a dispensary near me, and a couple weeks ago, maybe less than a couple weeks ago, I had bought a glass piece to replace one that broke. And after using it a couple times, I noticed a microfracture over by the mouthpiece. So I was like, I hate to be this guy, but it was like a $16 piece. So I went back in there and I was like, I hate being this guy, but like, can I just exchange this? That's what I came in here for, and I'd love to be able to just have one that I wasn't afraid of breaking soon. Like, I just want one that doesn't have a microfracture, and I know if it drops, I'll never be able to exchange it. Or if it falls apart, like, it's still together, but it's got this microfracture, and I hate to be that guy, but this imperfection could cause this piece to fail. You know what I mean? So I went back and I told her all of that, and she was like, no problem. We're going to refund you, we're going to replace it. And I was able to get some vegan air, some pre rolls. Hello, everyone. I hear someone say, friend, I call you. Friend, I think America, what do you call me? Pal, what's up, pal? Right. It was definitely a score. It was, and I was like right before the cold snap too, and then even after getting the two pre rolls, which you hear me crinkling with right now, I'm throwing it into the new glass piece. Even after getting the pre rolls, I had a couple bucks left over so that I could get myself a bag of tobacco. I roll my own cigarettes. It's just way cheaper that way. Do you know tobacco went up like a lot? I was getting these little bags. They're like these little things. It's an ounce of tobacco. It's pipe tobacco, and I get a thing of papers and I roll my tobacco. And then but it went up like from $2.18 for that tiny little bag of tobacco to $3.25. Oh, tobacco. Yes, Luann. Unfortunately, I have been addicted to nicotine since I was about 15 years old. It is the worst habit that I have, and I recommend nobody pick it up. It's the worst, but I haven't been able to put it down, so it's stuck around. Waggy tobacco is better. Yeah, well, I like to indulge in both. But my brain at this point in my life is like, no, you can't just stop having nicotine in your system. Like, you're gonna get angry with everybody as if you haven't eaten in 3 days just because you haven't experienced nicotine in the last 3 hours. You know what I mean? So it definitely has a grip on my life, and it's probably the worst mistake I ever made. I'll try to keep that off the camera though. So yes, pre-recorded doggos, but live me. Hello, hello, I am live. The video you were seeing is not a simulation. I got this cool headset on. Dana got me for Christmas. It's a wireless Bluetooth Xbox compatible headset with pretty decent microphone here, I might say. It's got one of those flip it up to mute, so that's pretty cool. Billboard hat, yep. We'll bring it in close. We'll see if it'll actually billboard for you guys. I think it runs a little bit fast for the computer. Those links are also in my bio. It's Spark of Pyro, Zuma Kissed Me, and of course this one, Positive and Y Squad. Yeah. I think what it really comes down to is and this is a bit of wisdom that I've heard from one of the people I used to work with. Uh, you have to get so uncomfortable that you make a change. It's not that people don't change. People will change, but they have to get so uncomfortable in where they're at that they decide to change. So I think that's what it is with the nicotine. My brain and body have become so comfortable, and it hasn't become too uncomfortable to continue doing it. um, so I haven't leaped to make that change. I think if there was a factor in my life that restricted me from being able to use tobacco or nicotine products, then I would have more motivation to do a change. Yeah, when my maybe my health was in danger, then it would be a kick in the butt. Uh, but unfortunately for nicotine, it hasn't conquered that part of my health. And then there's all those. Hi, Annie. I got Anniekins over here. Came down to visit. Yeah. And he's kind of a snitch. Yeah, I put the mic up. So when the mic is up, it's muted. Yep. It's one of the cool features of the mic. And he came down to snitch. Do I ever give the pup CBD? Yes, I have. Not on a regular basis. When so there's these treats that the dispensary near me makes specifically for dogs. They're like grain, whole grain made, like molasses and no bake or something like that. I'm not exactly sure, but anyway, so when Zuma would be left in the car or we have to leave her home, that's what I would use. I haven't in a while though. Later, Kay. Yes, we will try to stay warm. But for the I haven't needed to use the CBD either. I think they got used to being left home or whatever the case may be, so they haven't needed the CBD. It's really great for their separation anxiety. When I did use it, but I think now that they're aware that we won't leave them and Zuma's been left in the car enough times to know that I'm not leaving her there for the rest of her life every single time I leave the car. um, yeah, we haven't needed to use it. And so for Shadow, she's been needed to be left in the crate when we leave. There you go, Luann. See, level up, level up, level up. Already at level 5. Pal. But yeah, so Shadow, when we put Shadow in the crate, when we have to, anyway, for the 20 minutes or half an hour that it takes me to go pick up my kiddo, she will actually go in the crate now because what I've been doing is giving her a little bit of peanut butter on a toy or a little bit of peanut butter um, in like a small container, like just a smear, you know what I mean? Enough for her to chill out when she goes in there. So she'll go in there if I ask her to, but she doesn't hang out in there. Yes, friend, pal, buddy. Hey, pal. Yeah. What's up, Brandy? Hi, Annie. What's up, Brandy? Annie, you stop that grumbly. Yeah, wrong, wrong. So mean. Yeah, the door's open. What, Annie? Are you snitching on Bubba? Are you telling me he's acting up? Or are you just jealous that you're up there with other dogs instead of me? There's a live pupper. Huh, yeah. Shake. Thank you. I guess technically there is two spots where I live stream with the dogs. Because this is apparently working. What do you think, guys? You just live stream from down here from now on? We'll just hang out together? What are you doing over there, Brandy? Was Annie making you scared? Quit touching phones with your nose. Stop that. There you go, Brandy. I told you we had her. What's up, girly? This is Brandy. What? What? We're in the dungeon zone here. Yep, we're in the dungeon. Thanks. So funny, Brandy. She is also 7. Brandy and Letty are the same age. They're actually sisters. Same mom, same dad. I mean, look at the colors she's got on her. Let me see. I'll make that a little bit bigger. These brindle marks all along in her head, and on her back she's got them right about here. That's why I say she's white and brindle, because these aren't. This isn't black and gray and brown. You know what I mean? These are like tiger stripes. you know, they don't really look. If you saw this one on the side of her, you would see more of what I'm talking about when I say tiger stripes. This one kind of looks like it. If you look there, you can kind of see that. She's a little cuddle bug. Oh, here comes her sister. Hi, Letty. You coming down to visit too? Come on up here. Come on. Will you invade your sister's space? Come on, Ladybug. Up, up. Come on, Letty. Up, up. Bugger. You can come up. Ladybug. Annie's gonna be a bully. Hi, Letty. Come on up here. Come on, up, up. Come on, up, up. Come on, Ladybug. Bugger. Gwendolyn, thank you for subscribing. Come on. There she is. Uh-oh. Kiddo's having a meltdown about something on the video game. There's Letty's tail. There she is. Is the kiddo having a meltdown, and that's why everybody's up down here now? Look. And Annie's over here behind me. We've got them all down here now. This three-seater area here. Oh, there goes Shadow coming downstairs too. Hold on a second. The problem. I think maybe I have even solved it. Poor guy scared you guys, huh? So these are the sisters. There it is. Oh, ladies, huh? Oh, it's a ladybug. Oh, 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 oh. You know, you see the similarities? Oh, stick together, ladies. Oh. Lady's like, oh, stop squeezing me. Yes, Brandy is visiting. But Brandy's the short hair version of Letty. I'm pretty sure this is a brindle look that we got going on with Letty. But they're sisters. Yeah. Same letter. What do you think, ladies? You got the same colors or what? Are you brindle under all of this, Ladybug? We doing, Annie? I tell you, you go downstairs to have some vegan air, and the next thing you know, the dogs are all over you. Shave her? Once in a while. Dana's looking to do that soon. We had Annie and Zuma's nails cut, and then Letty and Shadow will be next. Theirs weren't as bad, so we didn't have them done. Annie's have already looking long as ever. You're just a beast, Annie. Why do your nails grow so hard? They grow really fast. Thank you for the kisses and the intensive microphone rub. That was face rubs from Annie there. That microphone rub. Her and Shadow like to just push technology to the side and get right to the skin. So, oh yeah. Sometimes you love it, sometimes you hate it. I was trying to stretch earlier today, so I leaned over to touch the floor and my toes because my back has been bothering me. I think I mentioned that yesterday. I didn't live stream. I didn't play video games. I didn't get off the couch because my back had been bothering me for 2 days. Don't know what I did, but I was trying to stretch today in order to, I guess, avoid maybe that happening. And I couldn't even touch my toes without one of these dogs coming up to me and looking for pets or wanting my attention. you know, your hands are not your own anymore. Okay, that's what it comes down to. You don't get to have your own hands. Look at this. Not my hand. It's now her hand. It's not really mounted to be for her face, but we're trying. Got some basement sounds happening. Yeah, when you use the gamble. And we've missed our like checkpoints too. Holy moly. Alright. Points. Add all. We're supposed to give out 5. Then we're supposed to give out 10. We're going to be giving out 16,000 points. God, I love it. The odds are 1 in 6 for triple the bet and 1 in 6 for half the bet back, and to lose the bet, and all 1 in 6 odds. But each one's a different set of odds. One of them is going to win you half of it back. One of them's going to lose, or maybe it's 2 that lose. Might be 2 in 6 odds to lose. I forget. Bamboozled. There are the other command, roulette. Roulette is a set price. You just pick a number between 1 and 36, and the odds in that are 1 in 36. So a little bit more challenging. Higher cost. Cost 54,000 points to play at one time. If your number's wrong, you're out 54,000 points. If your number's right, then you've won 3 million points. So, 1 in 36. See? The result was a 1, not an 11, which is what I guessed. So I lost 54,000 points. Oh, it rolled a 24 for both of us. Son of a bitch. I've never seen it do that. Interesting. Of course, the other one, because there are 3 games, that one's the slots. That one doesn't require an additional input after the name. But it costs 100,000 points to play. I don't even know what the odds are. I have no idea what the odds are. I think it's the win is 3 times. Yeah, slots are the most expensive one. I don't know what the odds are of winning the slots. But you can see it uses an emojis, 3 different emojis to decide whether you win or not. I think it's if you win 3, it's 3 times the winnings. So I'm not even sure slots is worth playing. I have seen people win on the slots though. I mean, once you win one of those competitions where I I give everybody like 8 million points and you happen to be here when I give the chat that many points, because you know I've rolled the dice and given out a whole bunch of points here. Oh, and he moved. All right, I guess we'll swing over to me. They're all upstairs. Um, but yeah, once you have participated in one of those games where I've given out 8 million points, you're like, oh yeah, I can just keep playing the slots. It's interesting. or keep playing the roulette. I think the odds on the roulette is better, and it costs half the price. But I could be wrong. Could be that the odds on the slots are better. I don't really know. Okay. Still lost. You alright there, Annie? What? Oh, you want the spotlight again? You got it. You can have the spotlight again. I'll give you some light. Shh, don't tell anybody. I think there's only two people here, so I think it only went to you. Shh. That's what they get for not sticking around. Dun dun dun. I saw it drop to two, and I was like, well, I think Luann cares more about having fun than she does about earning points, so let me just give them to her. Let her have some fun with these games. I mean, that's what they're there for. Um, I don't think you'll be cashing them in to make me put peanut butter on my nose, will you? Face reveals for 50K. Yeah, let Luann play the games. Right? Ain't no real money involved. No reason we can't just throw her. I don't even know how many zeros that was. I just pushed him till it felt right. How much he? How much did you get? Is that 50 mil? 5 mil? I think it's five. My eyes are playing tricks on me. Yes, it was 5 million. Okay. I said I just pushed zeros until it felt right. We can play a game to earn more? Yes, we can. It's actually right here. We've got it with us. We've got one running actually. A number between 1 and 200 for 4 million points is running right now. And then we've got the Dice of Destiny and the Double or Nothing for whoever wins it. And the Dice of Destiny, this guy's double it, right? And then stay the same, and then cut it in half. So there's 3, cut it in halves. There's 2, stay the same, and there's only 1, double it. So we like to do that with the points. And I've got this little board here where I'll roll the dice on it. Nice chess board that I turned into like a little chest board. Got my dice in there. I got a pen, a little pad. So we can earn some points if you'd like. We've got an ongoing game if you'd like to guess. Underneath this front page here, underneath this scribble, I have written down a number. I don't remember what the number was, so I'm going to have to look again. But I wrote the number down underneath this here. And if you want to guess, it's a number between 1 and 200 for 4 million points. What I like to do is give you a chance to either take the 4 million points or cut it in half and give everybody in chat 2 million points, something like that. Okay, I know what the number is again. So if you want to play the guessing game, a number between 1 and 200, 100 and 200. Nope, between 100 and 200. So it's gonna be a 3-digit number. And that was a game I started, oh geez, probably like 2 weeks ago. I started it in a live stream. No, it is not 111. I don't remember how I got this number, whether I picked it off the top of my head or whether I got this number from rolling the dice. Sometimes I roll the dice. I have a whole slew of dice here. Oh, and he's going to leave. Okay. Yeah, I've got a whole slew of dice here underneath this thing. I've got this one I usually use to roll, decide how many points I'm going to roll. And inside this toolkit here, of course, I've got the 2 coins here. I like to call these the double or nothing coins. And then inside this bag here, there's a whole variety of other dice. You know, and I've got a 20-sided dice also. Like I've got green and black, black and white, purple 20-sided, black with red, yellow with black. Got a marble looking one, got red with white. Like that's just a few of them. So I'll pick a number, and then I like to make it more about chance than what I decided. I don't know, maybe I was thinking more 200, or maybe I was thinking more 100 one day. I don't remember how I picked that number. It might have been something that was nearby that had a number on it. But there is something that I was told about playing that game with my viewers, that I shouldn't read the numbers that you guys type into the chat out loud, because there's a tell. Apparently, when I get closer to reading the number that is the number, I read it faster or something. Well, this would be one of those guessing games to win by chance that would also increase the XP level. Most people opt to give half to everybody in chat. And on my side, it's much easier to do it that way. They won't let me go over 9,999,999. So I have to start converting stuff to level. What am I hearing upstairs right now? I'm hearing something upstairs right now. How many jelly beans in the jar? Basically, yes. But you have no reference for size or shape, mass or volume. Things. You know, I heard a comedian make a joke one time about him coming to this country as a foreigner, and the word that he had the most difficulty with from this country was the word stuff. With English as a second language, he couldn't understand the word stuff. This is one of those times where I would say it's Canada's stuff. How many stuff is there between 1 and 200? It really does. That stuff over there, this stuff, that stuff. He would say to people, the joke was, and that was the joke, he would say to people, what is stuff? And he would always get different answers. It occurred to me that stuff is kind of a slang. It doesn't really mean anything, but it means everything. It's one of those words that has no meaning unless it has context. So we can put stuff and 6-7 in the same box. Other than being a number and a word, those things don't mean anything without context. Oh, you kick them out? I don't care. It don't bother me at all. Um, but it's the same concept. Stuff and 6-7 are the same thing. Without context, they mean nothing. Caden, what's up? Hi, Caden. How's it going? Thank you for being in the chat. I was rambling. Caden now has 2 subscribers. Oh, it's no different when than we grew up. There was this word, this phrase our parents didn't understand, didn't know what it meant, and we kept using it. It's just another generation doing the same thing. Not much. Having a good day. I'm chilling in the basement here. Um, the weather outside is freezing cold. The kiddo is home from school, and the bedrooms are not next to the thermostat. So the heat is better regulated in the living room, which is where I live stream. So I'm in the basement. When the dogs come down and sit next to me here on this couch, then we'll see them live on camera. But until then, right now, that's a pre-recorded video of them. So that's what's up. Your mods, dude. Now, I've only got 2 mods here, and then Mr. Spacenut, which he doesn't really mod, but sometimes he mods. Oh, and then I guess Mr. Timeout is still here, so I guess technically he counts. So Mr. Timeout, and then Mr. Spacenut, and then Lady Schnoodle, and Shelly. Um, those are my only mods. Barrix doesn't have any mod privileges. He just runs around telling people stuff and interrupting your conversations in chat. That's his job. He just interrupts you to remind you that there's stuff going on, like memberships available and merchandise available in the links in my bio, and that you can push buttons to make him say stuff. I'm losing my voice. Caden sent 100. Thank you, Caden. I was looking at the wrong phone and did not see that. Let's see. Mr. Space Nut. We love Mr. Space Nut. He doesn't come around anymore. I don't know. I see him once in a while. If I get up early enough. If you're familiar with fairy tales, I think it's Fairy 0609. She's up pretty early in the morning, and she'll be doing ironing and talking to chat. So I'll see him pop in there once in a while. And what I noticed is he likes to hang out in the live streams that are still yet to be monetized. But he is here. I was wondering who was here at one point. So I gave away a membership, and I got Lady Space Nut lurking in here, and we still love her. So they're still around. They're in here, even if you don't see them. Don't you even forget about it. They're here, you know. We've reached that 15 like checkpoint. Let's give out some points. Points. Goat! What's up, Goat? How you been? You're just in time for 15,000 points going in the chat. For hitting that 15 like checkpoint. I got my face over here in the top right corner. Got a hat with some channels on it. Doing some glowy stuff over here. Luann's throwing up emojis. Is Luann leaving? You leaving? Okay, have the rest of you. I am not your pal. Bye, Luann. We love you. Luann was showing us how to do it earlier. When you go to a channel and you get a membership, you get one for you and you get one for your buddy in the chat. You gotta gift one out. Luann's the GOAT. So make sure you're subscribed. Luann's got 4 pups of her own. And Lomax, I'm sorry, but he's my favorite. With that tongue. I'm pretty sure that's Lomax. The one who likes to chew on trees. With the tongue that hangs out for days. So if you haven't seen it, you need to go see it. I think he's got his own little side business for a lumber yard. Luann doesn't talk about it, but I think she's got this side hustle going on with Lomax. She like rents him out to lumber yards and shit. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding, Luann. That's the vegan air talking. I'll stop speaking nonsense. Just give me one more puff. 12 inches? Oh man, we got 10, somewhere between 8 and 10 3 days ago, but it's -6 today. I haven't even been interested in going outside. The last time it dropped into the negatives, I wasn't able to start my car. So this time I was like, screw it. I'm not even going to bother trying. I'm not going anywhere. I'm going to hang out. I got my insulated slippers on. Like, I'm not going anywhere.
Uh-oh.
I'm getting a telephone call. Hmm. Let's see, what is the battery life on that one? That one says 80, so I think I can leave it for now and charge this one. You're good, Goat. You're good. Thank you for stopping by, brother. Appreciate you being here. I'm hoping things are great for you. I looked down for a quick second because I had a phone call there. I apologize. But I didn't miss you, and I hope you're doing great. We'll see you next time you pop in. I think I need more coffee. Who else out there needs more coffee? What do you think? Just let the dogs out, like the actual dogs, because we're pre-recorded on there with the dogs. But I think we're already. Um, oh, it's at 1:45. Okay. All right. It's almost 2 hours in. We're almost 2 hours in. I looked at the clock. I guess we started a lot later than I thought we did. I thought we started at maybe 10 or 12 after, but it looks like we started maybe more like 11:30 instead of 11. I keep looking over there because that's where the phone is, you guys. So I got. Let me run upstairs, make sure these dogs get inside before they freeze. I don't want to leave them out there too long. Oh, and I'm back in the basement. Yes, we are here for at least another 10 minutes to answer any of your questions, give you positive and wise feedback. I know I've had the same loop going there for the whole live stream, but most people's attention span isn't past 5 minutes unless they're having conversation. This is some of the best, most recent videos that I've got of them. Oh, we're almost at 20. One more tippity tap 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 on that screen. We can give out 20,000 points. Let me queue it up right now and get the points ready. Went up and made coffee. You guys, there's got to be somebody out there who forgot to like the stream. Is it me? Do I need to take me down? I got this. Hold on. Swipe, tap, tap. Blam! And now we've got two subscribe it to me buttons, sticker things, which is cool. That's fine. Don't care. They're not blocking anything. But we can switch the camera feed to having our like goal of 100. We've never reached 100 likes. That is our current aspiration for a live stream. We're just looking for one more double tap on the screen so we can give out 20,000 points. I've already got them queued up. So I had me on the screen, which is this one. I don't think it's going to go on top of that sticker again this time. Yep, it went on top of that sticker. That's why we had to place a new one last time. Yep, it's fine. We'll just leave it this time. It just beeped. I just beeped. Something just beeped. Alright. I will start getting that going. So, we can start using our buy and end commands. We're close enough. We're going to give out those 20,000 points. Why not? Why not, right? We enjoy your company. We gave out 5 million earlier. Who cares? We're going to use our, excuse me, we're going to use our buy command. We're going to use our end command. We're going to thank everybody for coming out. We appreciate you guys. Thank you, thank you. And come back tomorrow. Maybe I'll be able to use the living room. But like I said, my kiddo was home today, so we did what we could. I'll put this video up on the YouTube, the one we're watching right now. But I'm gonna have to figure something out with the audio because I think I scrubbed the audio when I saved it. So maybe I can go back into the project. But the one that's running right now is just one that it's a mash together of a couple of videos that already got put up. So I could just skip it. The green light one is old, but we had Brandy home, and that's a really good one of Brandy. That video I've got. It's actually a good one with all the dogs. Look at anything, yeah. They're just all chilling. I love it. Um, be nice to each other. We have more fun when we're nice to each other. Yeah? Be nice to each other.